Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, and today we're going to do an Emini recap of the entire week. We started trading on Monday the 6th and ended up with 7 trades for the week and 51.5 points. So we had a phenomenal week, and you can see this is Friday. We actually did not make any trades today. We were trying to get in a couple trades and we just were unable to get filled. The market just never went into our order. So Friday, it was pretty much just watch the market, no entries, no exits. But the rest of the week was actually pretty good. So let's scroll over to Monday and let's look at what we did. Alright, so here is Monday. Monday we pulled out 16 points. It was a phenomenal day. And of course not every day is going to make money, but today and the entire week, we made money in 4 days. The 5th day, obviously, we didn't make any, but we didn't lose any. So, with Monday, the first trade happened right off the bell here. And we started the room around, 9:10, 9:15, something like that. We try to start at 9 o'clock, but it doesn't always happen. So this day we started a little bit before, and we were talking about this level here. We ended up getting long right off the bell. It was around 9:31 at 22.86 half right here. Ended up taking profit at 2 points, 22.88 half. We kept a small stop, so about a 1.5 point stop. So not a great reward to risk trade, but it was a high probability trade, and it worked out well. Our next trade, we got long the same spot, 22.86 half. This time we staggered our exit. We were able to play for a little bit larger of a move. We were looking at 22.89, and then the last contract was 22.90 half. And if you're new and you haven't seen me in action, 2 points are what I talk about. So this is considered a 2-point trade. This is considered 2 points. This short right here is considered 2 contracts is what I mean. 2 contracts, 2 contracts, 2 contracts. So I look at everything in multiples. So 2 contracts, whatever else, 4 contracts, 10 contracts, 6 contracts, whatever you trade, doesn't really matter. But I always look at results as far as 2 contracts. Pretty much that's because multiple contracts, I feel, gives a better reward to risk than just trading singles. Trading singles, yes, you can trade singles and you can make a living trading singles. But I think multiple contracts gives you a better reward to risk and just allows you to manage money better. That's why I do that. So anyway, I just want to talk about that. Maybe you guys know, maybe you don't. If it's your first time watching the video, you don't. So wanted to get that out there. So anyway, we made these first 2 trades. Next trade was a big level. We ended up shorting at 20.91, exiting at 22.88 half and 22.88 even. After we did that, we pretty much just called it a day trading. Didn't really see a whole lot else that I liked. Yeah, the short was looking okay, but I didn't really like it. It was already 11:26, 11:30. Going into the end of the morning session. I didn't really like anything else, and it actually selling down was pretty interesting. It wasn't something I thought was going to happen, but that's why we're traders. Because not everybody knows what's going to happen. So anyway, this day gave us 16 points. It was a phenomenal day. Next day, Tuesday, was the 7th of February. And this was basically nighttime and pre-market. And again, we got long shortly after the open at 9:32, actually, to be exact. We got long at 20.91 and ended up taking profit at 22. I'm sorry, that was 22.91 we got long at. And 22.94 half is where we took profits. gave us 7 points on the day. Another great trade. We were looking at the possibility of price actually going up a little more, but it was at an area that seemed exhaustive, took profits, and it actually, in hindsight, was a good idea. We don't always do that. Sometimes, I get out of the market keeps going. I look like an idiot. But the main thing is looking at reward to risk. So we were able to get 3.5 points off of this. We didn't have too wide of a stop. We got long at 22.91. I don't know why I keep saying that. 22.91. We had a 2-point stop here. So we got 3.5 points. Stop was 2 points. Again, not an awesome reward to risk, but it was a decent one. And if you look at the edge that you have in the market, your reward to risk does not have to be like a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 for you to actually make money. So that's the takeaway there. Let's go over to Wednesday, which was the 8th of February. And we actually made 14.5 points this day. It's a phenomenal day. And we got our first long at 9.48 to be exact, at 22.81 half. We looked to take profits at 22.84 half, and then 22.88. And then 22.88 half, we actually got short. So 22.88 half, we got short, and took profits at 22.86. So 2 trades this day, 14.5 points. Phenomenal day. And the way we actually do this, we get long, tight stop. When we take partial off, we always move our stop up. It's either going to be a tick above break even or a little bit higher. And we do that to protect profits because we've already taken partial off. We don't want price to come back on us. And I've done that for a very long time, and it's like a safety mechanism. When I first began trading, before the trading room, before I ever taught anyone the Skype rooms, if you don't know my story, I started trading, and then I started meeting people online, and I started a Skype room. And then I was working on a website because I'm kind of a nerd and I like building things, so I was working on a website, and that's what a business with trading became. So that's pretty much my story. But before I started the Skype room, I was more of like a cowboy trader. I would make trades and I would be, up 500, down 200, up 1,000. It was always erratic. So I've put measures in place to make my trading more conservative, and it actually makes it more profitable and less stressful. Maybe a little bit less profitable, but it takes a ton of the stress out. So it's very, very good for me, and it's a great system to actually teach others because they don't have the stress that I had when I first started. So anyway, the last day, Thursday, the 9th of February, we had 14 points. We took our first trade at 9.47 to be exact, so right in here as the market was coming down. 22.94 is where we got long. 22.98 is where we took partial profits. And then 23.04 is where we flattened out at. And if you're following me on Twitter, I'll put a couple tweets out here and there. We were looking at 23.15, 23.20-ish for resistance. And obviously that didn't happen here, but 23.05 was an area, and it was already 11.30, so we got out right over here. But that takes us into Friday. Friday, obviously, we made 0 trades, but price came up 23.15.75. I think my tweet probably was somewhere over here. Could have been this day. But that's what we were watching. And 23.20 was on my charts, way over here on the left side where we can't see. So anyway, 7-0 we were for the week, 51.5 points. And, the 7-0, yeah, we did not have a losing trade, but trading, you can't let anything go to your head. You know, if you can let it go to your head and become cocky, the market will smack you in the face. It's done it to me more times than I would like to talk about. You know, I got the proverbial broken nose, proverbial black eye several times from the market. You know, when I was new to trading. You know, I was doing fairly well, but like I said, when I was a cowboy trader, I would get cocky and the market would smack me in the face. And when I finally learned, you know, yeah, you have a great week, you go out and celebrate, but you don't let it go to your head. Well, with trading, you're only as good as your last trade. You know, how was your last trading day? Did you follow your rules? Okay. Did you not follow your rules? You know, you can lose money and follow your rules, or you can lose money and not follow your rules. The first one is okay. The latter is very, very bad. Especially if you make money and not follow your rules, that's even worse. And yeah, you say, how is making money worse than losing money? It is in the long term. It's worse in the long term. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video, got something out of it. You can always leave comments below. If you want to email me directly, support@abusinesswithtrading.com, or under the About tab on the website, there will be a contact form. You can use that as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great trading day, or a great trading week coming up. I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.